Hey. Welcome to my channel. So I posted 6 hours ago in this video, staff meeting, phone call in full. Don Wells, PIs, said a whole lot. Listen. Okay, so this is a recording, and I posted it down here in the pinned comment, okay? I ask you to please read my entire comment, turn on the captions. I did add them so that it would help with some of the words since it's so hard to hear. And I ask that you listen all the way to the end. This video is 28 minutes and 16 seconds long, okay? There is a break in the middle, but this whole recording is over 28 minutes. Okay, this is a phone call that was recorded of Michelle and her staff. This is the group of the private investigators that Don was telling Chris McDonough about on his phone call interview that he did with Chris. He wanted Chris to talk to them. I don't think they know that they're being recorded in this phone call, but they are speaking about how frustrated they are with this circus. They've been trying to help Don and Candus. We see some of what Don and Candus like to do. So I can only imagine some of the stuff that they have gone through because of Don and Candus. They've been in this case from day one, I believe. So every time that Don has said something ignorant for the public to hear, I bet Michelle has heard it 10 times over from Don behind the scenes. So I'm sure that they are all very frustrated. I can't and don't want to imagine all of the shit that Don has lied to them about. They discussed having to call Don multiple times a day to make sure that he was still sober enough to talk. That's nuts. Literally, that's nuts. So I shared this not so that people could be attacked, but so we can hear a group of people who have been working with Don and Candus, who are on the case to help find out facts, who are supposed to be investigating and helping the case crack. But it seems like they cracked instead. They're frustrated. They're fed up. Now, let's try looking at this from Michelle's eyes. Please have compassion for these people. I know they said some shitty things in here, but that doesn't mean that we have to call them shitty things. We need to be open to hearing what they're saying. I'm sure that Don has said so much ridiculous shit to them. I only pray that they have turned over every single thing that they have to TBI. All the recordings, which I hope they recorded every call that they've had with Don. Everything is a piece of this jacked up case. Okay, meaning we have a whole puzzle here that we're trying to put together. This is a piece of that puzzle. Okay, it's so jacked up because Don and Candus have made it that way. They've kept this case a circus, in my opinion, of course. We need to take our feelings out of how we feel about Michelle and her staff and listen to what clues they're giving us. That's why I shared this whole call and not just clips from the call. I hope that you all understand and see what I'm trying to say. I love your passion. I love it. Reading over the comments, I can tell you all have so much passion for Summer Wells. So let's use that passion to hear the secret snippets that they're giving us about the parents of this missing child, Summer Wells. These are details from multiple people. It's not just one person's opinion. There's multiple people on this call that have a closer relationship with Don and Candus. And they're sharing details about the people who were raising Summer. They're sharing details about the two people that were responsible for Summer's safety and well-being. We need to listen. We owe it to Summer to listen to what these people have to say, in my opinion. We can learn from them a whole lot about how Don and Candus act behind closed doors, which we have to remember that's where Summer was the majority of her life, with these two people behind closed doors. Summer didn't live with the religious Don that we see on the interviews. That's not who Summer lived with. Summer didn't live with the nice, calm Candus that we saw at the lake with Chris. That's not who Summer lived with. Summer lived with the mother who decided to prank her sister-in-law and lie to her in the middle of her daughter's missing case to trick her sister-in-law and lie to her about her husband being arrested. That's who Summer lived with. The call that we heard Chris McDonough play when Mary called Don to tell Don that Jeannie, their sister, was pursuing the SA charges against him. His reaction showed us who Summer lived with. So all of this is important for us to understand Summer. Who was Summer? Why was Summer the way that she was? What did Summer like to do? I guarantee that Summer is Michelle and this staff that we're listening to. I guarantee that Summer is their focus, or they would have dropped this case long ago. After all the shitstorms that Don has caused, they would have dropped this shit a long time ago, in my opinion. So I hope that all of this makes sense. I wanted to read this comment to you because I didn't want you to read this with a shitty tone from me, because that's not what I was insinuating in this comment, okay? Now, I'm going to transcribe as much as I can of this recording. I'm going to play it, pause it, and repeat what I hear, because I know that a lot of you are struggling with hearing the words that they're speaking, and I understand it's very hard to hear. So I'm going to try my best to tell you what they're saying. I have my caption on. I have my regular video caption on. And then I also have, my phone has an option for live captioning. So when any voices come through my phone, it's supposed to tell me what it says no matter what it is. So we have two different captionings, which I've noticed that they are very different. The live captioning is not as good as the closed captioning. Okay, so I'll show you the difference when we get started. But I want to learn from the words this group of people are saying about the only two people in the world that had any say-so over Summer. I want to learn from these words that this group of people are saying, and they're talking about the only two people in this whole wide world that had any say-so over Summer. So if you're ready to get into this, make sure you're subscribed, ring-a-ding the bell, hit the all option so you'll be notified every time I upload a video or when I go live. Hit the thumbs up and share this video out. If you are wanting other people to hear this, you can click on the share button, which is right below the video. You have the thumbs up, the thumbs down. Thank you to the 5 who hit the down. I love you right back, I promise. And then you have the share option. If you have a community tab, that's what's up at the top, create post. If you don't have a community tab, then you'll see all this other stuff. You can copy the link and paste it wherever you want. You can share it in your Facebook groups. You can share it in your Facebook newsfeed. You can tweet it on Twitter. You can send it in a direct message. You can save it on Pinterest. You can email it. You can Google chat it. You can Facebook chat it. You can send it through Zoom. I mean, there's so many options. Look at all these ways that you can share every video you watch on YouTube. Did you know that you could do all this? I think this is amazing. Completely amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started now. And I'm going to like my own video, so it's added to my liked videos. And thank you to every one of you who have hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. It does help the algorithm on every video that you watch, whether you hit the up or the down. It helps the algorithm. So thank you for hitting a thumb. I really appreciate that. We've had over 1,200 people watch this video and only 150 people have hit a thumb. So I do appreciate when you hit any thumb. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started now. Now I'm going to try to speak every word that I hear them say, because I feel that it's very, very important that we understand the entire context of this phone call, not just the parts where they're talking about Summer's case. Because Michelle speaks about how she has a lot of stuff going on in her personal life, but yet she is still making time for Summer's case, as all of us are. If you're listening to this video right now, You're taking time out of your personal life because you care about Summer. Okay, so that's what Michelle is sharing. Michelle is the only name that I heard Don say when he was speaking to Chris McDonough on that telephone interview, when he was saying, I want you to talk to these people. And he said it like 3 or 4 times. And Chris was like, who are these people? What do they do? What are their names? The only answer that Don could give was Michelle. And I don't really know. That was really it. That was really all we learned about these people. So I'm not 100% sure. To give you information that is factual, I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not going to give you false information. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to make sure I'm not bumping my microphone. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what that is. I think she's dealing with whatever she's dealing with. But
she says at the very beginning, she says, "Hi, Catherine. I don't know where she is. I don't know what she's dealing with, but she's dealing with something."
Look, I am super slammed, okay?
She said, "I am super slammed, okay?"
Ken and I have been trying, we're literally dealing with this summer shit like 24/7.
She says a name, but I can't make it out. So it's somebody and I are literally dealing with this summer shit. I mean, it's 24/7. Okay, and I know a lot of people commented on this video that I'm playing right now about her saying this summer shit. I don't think that she's saying this summer shit because she's pissed off at Summer. She's saying this summer shit because the circus that Don and Candus have turned it into. And that's just my assumption of her words. Okay, so you can assume it how you want it, but I just wanted to share that that's how I'm seeing it, because she goes into way more detail about Summer. But I know that was said within the first 20 seconds of this call, and a lot of you heard that, and a lot of you didn't like that. So you may have stopped listening when you heard that part, and I hope not. I hope that you continued to listen all the way through the whole 28 minutes, because that everything else that she says throughout this call is the reason why I assume that she said this summer shit because of Don and Candus. Okay, so all of her words together have painted a picture for me, and I believe that's why she said it. Because later you will hear her say that their job is to advocate for the children. For the victim. Advocate for the victim. That's the whole point of this group of people. Okay, so we'll hear that here in just a couple minutes. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm doing jokes. There's just so much shit. My son is blowing up. We have somebody that's going to do some boots on the ground this weekend.
She said something that was very hard to make out there, but then she said, we have somebody who's going to be boots on the ground this weekend. And see, my captioning is just now starting to pick up at the bottom, and that's my closed captioning. The live captioning is going to pop up in the middle of the screen right above where it says Spirit Seeker Squad.
And, I don't even know what to say.
And that right there, the live captioning picked that up.
We just got we got 2 new cases so far.
We just got 2 new cases so far. In Arizona.
That our missing persons case was supposed to be the 3rd.
The missing person cases that are supposed to be the 3rd or absurd. I'm not for sure which word she said right there.
I need everybody to pitch in and help. And I'm really fucking pissed that Scott left. Because
everything popped up on the screen there, but she's really effing pissed that Scott left because
it was very effective for us.
He was very effective for us.
And you know what I mean? He was trying to help out.
And you know what I mean? He was trying to help out, and
you know, I think he got kind of nervous when I put the post out this morning,
but I think he got kind of nervous when I put and it sounds like she's saying post office for him. So I'm not for sure what she's saying there.
Again, I'm not chasing anybody. If people don't want to be in here participating, then you know, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but you can leave.
And the caption picked up every word that she said right there, down at the bottom, the closed captioning.
Hey, yeah. I literally am trying to do my classes for my PI.
She said, I'm literally trying to do my classes for my PI. So is she a private investigator, like a licensed private investigator? Is she updating her credentials? Something about classes for a PI. So classes to be a private investigator, or to update her credentials of already being a private investigator. Something that involves classes and private investigator licensing.
All the shit with the school, you know,
dealing with all this shit from the school, you know.
Not everybody knows this.
Not everybody knows this.
But, you know, my daughter's getting arrested for vehicular homicide.
But my daughter is getting arrested for vehicular homicide. These are her words, not mine.
I'm helping my son get situated with my grandson.
And the caption is picking up this part here. She's helping her son get situated with her grandson. And this part, I should have cut out. I should have gone back and edited this out. This isn't any of our business about her personal life, but I didn't put this call out. You know, this wasn't my doing. I just recorded it and uploaded it. So I do apologize for that. I have no idea what's going on with her daughter and her son. Her children are no business of mine. No business of anybody's, in my opinion. Okay, so I do apologize for putting that on here. I may see if I can try to clip this part out. No, because I want you to have the full call. I don't want there to be any cuts in this video. I want it to be from beginning to end, every word. I'm telling you, this is hard. This is hard. We're going to keep going. Actually, I'm going to take a break for a second. Hang on. Okay, let's continue now.
My other grandson, Darian's son, and
she says, my other son, so-and-so's son.
And, you know, I'm working my full-time business. I'm trying to work this case. You know, everybody forgets that I have a whole other business that I run.
Everybody forgets that I have a whole other business that I run.
A computer. I didn't know. I get the wrong.
A computer business. And then the other girl says, I didn't know.
Busy. Oh, I'm not trying to be ignorant.
She said, I get the whole world is busy. I'm not trying to be ignorant.
But I need to know, you know, and I think a little bit of what threw Scott off was all of these problems.
A little bit what threw Scott off was all the...
I get that nobody wants to sit here and listen to this shit. I don't either. But
I get that nobody wants to sit here and listen to all the shit, but I don't either.
Yes, so we have to listen to this shit. Because if we don't, we're not finding out stuff. And believe
Because if we don't, we're not finding out stuff. And believe me,
I have a huge normal. Go ahead. We have a huge connection. Like, we have all of these different things. You know, when you go in here and you look at this, you know, everybody's like, well, we can't prove anything that he did. Yeah, I know that. But guess what? We're getting there. And there's so much shit that's going on. If you're not watching these podcasts, or you're not following all of them, then let me know. If you don't want to be involved in Summer's case, I'll remove you from the thread. You can handle something else.
And she didn't say from the brick. I think she said from the thread or from the group. But everything else, the captioning is catching it pretty well here.
You know, I'm not saying you just have to leave completely, but if you're not going to follow in these threads, you know, we have 3 brand new cases coming in. If I don't have anybody to follow them, then, you know, it's only going to make my life, you know, crazier than it is right now. But I didn't reach out to these people. Laura did, and she's trying to help, and she has no clue. Like, you know.
Laura did, and she's trying to help, and she has no clue. Like, you know what. So they just, captioning got the one word wrong. Everything else was right, but Laura was just trying to help.
I mean, because she's doing things, she's not involved in all of this stuff that we do. She's involved, but she only manages, like, the Arizona case. You know, plus we have this psychotic case with this homicide.
Plus, we have this psychotic case with this homicide. From Arizona, which I
have everybody. You know what I mean? Because there's so much. It's too huge. Summer Wells case and this homicide case are huge.
Summer Wells case and this homicide case are huge.
There's so much shit and so much shit that we have to do.
There's so much shit and so much shit that we have to do.
You know, I'll find somebody a case, but you have to follow. You have to be the one handling.
I will assign somebody a case, but you have to be the one following it. You have to be the one handling it.
Because I can't do anymore. So if you know, did anybody that all these podcasts aren't the norm for summer? I mean, not all the cases are like that.
Not all the cases are like that, and that's for damn sure. Not every case, I'm sure, that they cover in their business or whatever that they do, I guarantee that not all of their cases blow up like Summer Wells has. I guarantee it.
Yeah, we thought we had a lot of shit whenever we were doing Caitlin's case. Caitlin's case doesn't put a patch on the ass. Honestly,
Caitlin's case doesn't put a patch on the ass. That's what she said.
God, at this point, I'd be... what did I say to you yesterday, Mary, about James?
At this point, I'd be... What did I say to you yesterday, Mary, about being...
I can't even remember.
Can't even remember.
Oh my God. There's so much shit happening so fast with this case that I can't even remember what happens from day to day.
There's so much shit that happens with this case that I can't even remember what happens day to day. And I have this slowed down to 0.75, the speed, I believe. Yeah, playback speed is 0.75. So I have this slowed down just a little bit so that I can listen to it, hear it clearly, have it turned all the way up, and I'm still missing some of what she's saying. But, man, so far I'm understanding what she's saying. She's feeling like she's bogged down with cases. This is supposed to be a group effort for these people, and for some reason Michelle is catching the brunt of it all. It's like all the cases are falling on her shoulders, and she's saying she can't handle anymore. So that's why I said in my comment, you know, I don't want these people to be attacked for having this conversation that they thought was a private conversation between coworkers. Whether they're paid employees or not, they're still working together, so they are coworkers. Okay, so they thought that they were able to talk about their feelings to people who could relate to their feelings. Okay, so I guess, like I don't want anybody to be attacked at all, period. But I feel like they share a lot of important information in this call. A lot. A lot. And they didn't think that it was going to be heard outside of this call. And like I said, I have no idea how this call got leaked. That's not up to me to find out. My concern is the information that they speak in this call about Summer Wells.
Right. Like, I literally have to go back and say, okay, that happened on Friday, but then this happened. I mean, Cher just did a huge podcast that, like, basically blew him out of the water, but
Okay, she said Cher just did a huge broadcast or podcast. And she's talking about Cher from Voices Behind the Wall. And basically blew him out of the water, but I have
the person who was listening in on that call when she called Dawn
a person that was listening in on that call when she called Dawn on Saturday about
that $50,000.
That $50,000, I'm sure.
Some of you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Some of you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But that's not even how it went down.
But that's not even how it went down.
Cher is lying.
Cher is lying.
Oh, shit.
About shit.
Cher is trying to... Listen, the guy that wrote... What's... I can't even think, Catherine. What's that doctor's name?
Cher is trying. I can't even think. Catherine, what is that guy's name, that doctor's name?
The one with the documentary.
The one with the documentary.
Which doctor? The doctor that was talking to Cher.
The doctor that was talking to Cher. Now this is interesting. Listen closely.
I don't know about the doctor that was talking to Cher. Hey, he's not really a doctor, he's a TV show. What's his name?
Okay, so the other lady says, I don't know about any doctor that was talking to Cher. And then Michelle says, he's not really a doctor. He has a TV show. What's his name?
Oh, Dr. Phil?
The first lady says, oh, Dr. Oz. And then the other lady says, Dr. Phil.
No, Dr. Oz wants to buy the rights to Summer's story.
Dr. Oz wants to buy the rights to Summer's story. That's exactly what she just said.
Oh, Cher. That's right.
I mean, this shit is off the hook. That's why.
Why she's doing what she's doing.
She's doing what she's doing.
The last 2 days.
The last 2 days.
That's why she's been doing it from the jump.
That's why she's been doing it from the jump, somebody else says. And remember, I'm just telling you what they're saying, okay? I don't know if what they're saying is fact. I don't know if what they're saying is bullshit. I'm just telling you what they're saying.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying that's why she jumped ship.
Well, yeah, but that's why I'm saying she jumped ship. And I couldn't make out what the other lady was saying at the same time.
And it's trying, because she knew that Dawn was done with her. And
Okay, Michelle said because she knew that Don was done with her, and I didn't hear what the other lady was saying. Let's go back and see if I can make that out.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm saying that's why she jumped ship. And it's not because she knew that Don was done with her. And
So something about Don holding on to her. I couldn't make that out. If you can make it out, let me know in the comment section here. We're at 6:23 timestamp in the recording, so let me know if you make that out. I can't, so we're going to keep going here.
right, Don caught on to her, and she knew.
Right, Dawn caught on to her. Dawn caught on to her, and she knew.
And so she's twisting shit around.
And so she's switching shit around.
I mean, I have hundreds of text messages of conversations that Dawn's done. And I'm not saying he's not guilty.
Okay, right here, she said, I have hundreds of text conversations that Don has done. And I'm not saying he's not guilty. That was Michelle that just said that. I'm not saying he's not guilty.
I'm just saying, our point as advocates is to give justice to the victims. Right.
Right there. Our job as advocates is to give justice to the victims. So she's saying that they are advocates.
If you can't be a part of it because this case is overwhelming, then just let me know. And I'll give you something else to do. Believe me, there's plenty of shit to do. Yeah, there's a lot of. I went through that storage group thing. Oh my God, there's just so much stuff in there. That's not. Yeah, I know. We've been. That's not even everything. That's not even everything.
That's not even everything. That's not even all. That's not even everything. So they must have a storage area where they upload pictures or screenshots or files or whatever, spreadsheets, I don't know. A storage place that they put information about the cases. And she's saying that she can't even keep up on the stuff that is in the storage, and that's not even all of what they have.
Everything. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. We've gotten so much shit that I don't even have time to go in there and explain everything to you guys. That's why we're just doing.
We've gotten so much shit that I don't even have time to go in there and explain everything to you guys. That's why we're just doing.
Dumps in there.
We're just doing Dawn's in there because.
We're just putting it in there as we can dump it because we're getting so much shit on. I literally have been on my phone since Saturday. When did Kim call me? Saturday? I don't know. I think it was Saturday.
Okay, now listen to this. She said, when did Cam call me? I think it was Saturday. It's the captioning picked it up as Kim, but she said Cam, C-A-M. She's talking about Cam from the channel Kraken Cases. I've shared Cam's link on my community tab before. Cam and his wife Allie just started a channel, and they have been up on Cher's panel. Cam has been on Benny's panel, and Cam and Allie are in Tennessee. They are boots on the ground. They are They went to the swim hole and got in the water where Summer was, the exact spot where Summer was in that TikTok video. They went to the hotel where that neighbor guy said that he was supposedly staying on June 15th, the day that Summer was reported missing. Cam and Allie are boots on the ground, and they're up for any challenge, and they are not on anybody's side. They're looking for facts of the cases, truths of the case. That's it. That's all they're concerned about. So I give them props for that, because I think that they are good, honest people. I hope that YouTube does not flip them into anything other than what they are. Because, they say you can't put a front on. When you start a YouTube channel, don't put a front on. Don't try to pretend to be anybody else but you. Because if you do, people are going to see it and they're going to call you out on your shit. And that is so true. I have been 100% transparent. This is my second channel. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. So this is my second channel. I've seen a lot in my 4 years. A lot. I've seen a lot of channels pop up and try to portray somebody else that they are not. And they get called out on it really freaking fast. Okay? Cam and Allie are not that. They are good, honest people. They are giving their opinions here and there, but mainly it's just the facts and boots on the ground. So I'm sad. I'm sad for them if they're looked at in a bad light because of who they have associated with, because I don't think that that's totally fair. And I'm glad that they started their own channel, because that way you can see who they are for them. Okay. They're a husband and wife. They have children. They have a family. They're good, honest people, in my opinion. So I'll leave their link in the pinned comment below. Okay. So you guys can go over and check out Cam that she's talking about right here. But I'm going to keep going, because this part that she's getting ready to say, I'm going to try to repeat it word for word, because it's important that I repeat it word for word, because there's already been some confusion in the comments when I uploaded this video originally. Okay. All right, here we go.
He was the guy he's that guy that's cracking cases guy.
He's that guy, that cracking cases guy.
And, he's willing to go down and do boots on the ground. And I've given him a little bit of shit to see what happened with it.
She said, I've given him a little bit of shit to see what what will happen with it. Okay, so she's done like a little test where she's told him a little bit of private information that maybe not everybody on earth knows, that maybe it hasn't been broadcasted all over YouTube. She gave a couple of those things to him. Okay, that's what she's saying right here.
If he would put things out there, and he didn't.
To see if he would put things out there, and he didn't. Okay, so she just kind of did a trust test on him. Can I trust you with information? Here's a little snippet. Now let's see if you sit on it or if you spill it all over YouTube. And she's saying that he sat on it. He did not spill it. Okay, let's keep going.
The only thing he put out there was something that I told him to put out there.
The only thing that I told him, or the only thing that he put out there, was what I told him to put out there. And
Benny blew it right out of the water.
Benny blew it right out of the water.
I knew it. I couldn't trust Benny.
And I knew I couldn't trust Benny.
But I wanted to see it because Cam kind of needed to know that he couldn't trust Benny.
Kind of needed to know that he couldn't trust Benny.
And it backfired in his face.
And it backfired in his face.
But I told him to do it on purpose.
But I told him to do it on purpose.
Right. Mm-hmm. So cracking cases knows not to trust Benny.
So Kraken Cases knows not to trust Benny? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good. Because I wrote that the first time I saw their first video. Yeah, he knows. They had Benny on. I said, Benny is going to screw it up.
She said the first time that she saw the video, I said, Benny is going to screw it up.
Oh, Benny is following Sharon around because Benny is following Sharon around because Benny wants to be on Dr. Oz show.
Benny is following Cher around because Benny wants to be on the Dr. Oz show. Her words, not mine. I'm just repeating it. Knowledge is power, you guys. Knowledge is freaking power. Remember that.
Right. I talked to Benny.
I mean, I've talked to Benny. And that was Michelle that just said that.
And he said, can you come over and talk to me and Sharon? And I was like, fuck her.
And he said, can you come on and talk to me and share? And I was like, F her.
No, I'm not talking to Cher.
No, I'm not talking to Cher.
I know, that woman is trying to get her. That woman is like, oh man. I was trying to sit there. It took me almost 3 hours just to watch her videos. Because.
Okay, it may sound like these people are a little bit drunk because I've slowed the volume or slowed the speed down. Remember that? Okay, so this lady just said it took her 3 hours to sit through one of Cher's videos because
it just, it's horrible. She sounded.
It was horrible. She sounded.
But, I don't know if she was drunk, high, I don't know.
I don't know if she was drunk or high or I don't know.
Yeah, but she was something. Well, Cher's trying to get on.
So one said, Michelle's trying to say, well, Cher's trying to get on, and the other lady said, it was horrible, just horrible. And I don't know who keeps sighing like that, but it sounds really loud on this recording.
Cher's trying to get on Chris McDonald's show. That's what Cher's trying to do now.
Cher's trying to get on Chris McDonough's show. And then the other lady said something about what Cher's trying to do right now. Let me go back and listen one more time to hear the other person.
Horrible. Cher's trying to get on Chris McDonald's show. That's what Cher's trying to do now.
Who knows what Cher's trying to do now? Is that what she said? Not Michelle, but the other lady. I think that's what she said. Okay, let's keep going.
Because now she loves Chris McDonough. Yeah.
Because now she loves Chris McDonough. Which that's not true. Well, I mean, I can clarify. I heard Cher say that she apologized to Chris a sliver, but she still doesn't agree with anything that he's done. She doesn't think that he's good law enforcement. She still doesn't like him. But she apologized to him just a little bit for something. I don't even know exactly what her apology really was for, because she kind of circled around it a few different times. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But from everything that she said, I don't think that she's thinking that that she loves Chris McDonough now. That's just my opinion of what I heard. So, and it was on her channel. It was a live stream on her channel, and as far as I know, it's still there, so you can go hear it yourself too. Okay, let's keep going. Knowledge is power, you guys.
Well, everybody doesn't have to tell me on a phone call But I need you to tell me by tonight what you're willing to do.
Everybody doesn't need to tell me on this phone call, but I need you to tell me by tonight what you're willing to do. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit because if not, it's going to take me like 5 hours to get through this. So I'm going to go back to normal speed and see if I can still understand everything that they're saying, because we're only halfway through, not even halfway through this call yet. And I know I did a whole lot of talking in the beginning. I talked for like the first 10 minutes, but that was a lot of information that I needed to get out first. Okay, so we're going to keep going now. A pause in the recording is getting ready to come up, and I'll explain that when it pops up here.
What you're willing to say it. I know you're saying that's not what I'm saying. Yeah. I know. You know, but if one of these cases, if you feel that you've done whatever you can do, or you can't help with it, or it's too overwhelming, or you...
Okay, so now she's just saying if you feel like you've done everything that you can do, or it's too overwhelming and you can't handle anymore, let her know.
You can't listen to the podcast, or you can't do whatever, then just let me know. I'll take you off that case. If you feel like you can't help with anything, then let me know, and you can leave. I'm not going to have hurtful feelings towards anybody. Honestly, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to say, like, my top...
Okay, so this is the pause right here in the video, and I show, and this is where I got it from. So it was posted, I tried to block out the person's picture and name, but it was posted in this group, and it says, confirmation that Candus's call to Mary was indeed a prank. These are screen recordings made from the, quote, staff meeting of the advocacy group helping Don. And this was recorded on 9/2, September 2nd. Okay, they recorded it in 2 separate recordings. So you can see at the bottom left where it says watch again. I had listened to that entire recording. I had recorded that entire recording. That's what we just listened to. Now part 2 is on the right. And that's what we're getting ready to listen to. It's the rest of the phone call, okay? I think that some of you stopped here and didn't watch the rest of this video, which is, there's still another 17 minutes to go. There's still a lot. And I know longer videos are hard for some people. They don't like the longer videos. I'm sure that there's probably a lot of people that are watching this right now that won't even make it to this part because we're over 50 minutes into this video. This video is probably going to be like an hour and a half long. If you put it on 2 times the normal speed, you'll get through it much faster. And I don't talk so fast that if you put it on 2 times the speed, that you won't be able to understand me. You'll still be able to understand my words. I'm not a speed talker. So I talk slow enough and I pause enough that you'll be able to get through it. You won't be able to understand a word that they're saying, but between me repeating it and the captioning on the screen, you'll be able to get through it. So you can try it. Put it on 2 times the speed now. If you've been watching it on normal up until this point, try to put it on 1.5 or 1.75 or even 1.25. It's going to speed it up a little bit faster, so you're not going to be sitting here for the whole hour and a half that it's going to take. Okay, just a suggestion, because I know time is valuable. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time and then you get through it and be like, man, that took forever. I always feel bad about that. I don't want to take up your time. Time is something that you can never get back. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to hit play so we can start listening to part 2, the other half.
I mean, this has been crazy since January. Yeah.
She said it's just been crazy since January.
Yeah. You know, I haven't stopped literally since January. Right. And, you know, I can't do this. And I mean, I have to do this, but I need to know where everybody's standing. I can't be in here, you know, answering 20,000 questions about shit that's already here. If you can't read it, then I don't know what to tell you.
She said, if you can't read it, I don't know what to tell you.
Uh-huh. Who's in this chat anyway? It's me, you, Mary, Justin. I'm a Scott. I don't know why the fuck I'm called you Scott. I don't even know anybody named fucking Scott.
Me, you, Mary, and Justin. And then she said, I almost said Scott. I don't know anybody named effing Scott. I don't know why I just almost said Scott. But I thought in the beginning, didn't she talk about, or was that Steve? I didn't know. I think she said Scott. Maybe it was a different person. I don't know.
And Ashley. Vivian was supposed to
And Ashley. Vivian was supposed to be here.
be on here, but she's dealing with something with her kid. And she might
But she's dealing with something with her kid, and she might be
be in jail. I don't know.
in jail. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit. It's just a joke. They're just joking.
No, I'm joking. She's not really in jail, but, you know, who knows? You know,
No, I'm joking. She's not really in jail, but, you know, who knows?
we have to deal with our kids. We all might be in jail. Exactly.
If we went to jail over our kids, we might all be in jail. Exactly. And I don't think that they mean it literally. I think that they're just speaking figuratively and joking around, just being silly. So please don't anybody take this literally.
Yeah. No, I'm going to end up being in jail if my oldest doesn't start cleaning her damn bedroom. That I've been.
So she said that I might end up being in jail if my oldest doesn't end up cleaning her bedroom, and that
After for like a week and a half.
I've been asking for a week and a half. See, it's just a joke. If she was really going to end up doing something criminal to put her in jail, she would have done it a week and a half ago, not waited a week and a half. Okay? So it's just a joke.
Yeah, I wish that was the problem. We're about to get remasked, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
We're about to get remapped, and I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what that means, but that's what she said.
So the young boy case. The young boy case. Yeah. Ryder. I don't think
The young boy case writer.
Josh is in there yet, because Vivian was sending all that shit. I haven't even read either one of those threads, honest to God. When she put that guy in there, I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't even know who this dude is. I'm like, there wasn't a man that filled out this intake.
Okay, so now they're talking about another case, and she said the thread. I don't know where these threads are that she's referring to, but Vivian put a man in a thread, and Michelle had no idea who he was because she hasn't been reading the threads to keep up on what's going on in them. That's just showing she's been very, very, very busy.
Well, these people want me to set up a masked and unmasked page for our community. I ain't got time to do this shit.
These people want me to start a masked and unmasked page for our community, and I don't have time to do this shit.
What? They want me to put up, they want me to be like the spokesperson for our school district.
They want me to be like the spokesperson for our school district, and
I'll wear a mask. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I just know what's right for my family. You know what I mean? And I ain't got time to fucking do any of these goddamn groups.
something about the school district and wearing masks or not wearing masks. They want her to be the spokesperson for it. So this is something that's going on in her personal life. And I don't agree with using the Lord's name in vain. So I'm not going to repeat that part.
And then the Butler, right, the Butler City, school district that's above me, there's like 6 districts that like touch base with where mine is. But the one north of us actually sent out a statement that said that if you don't make your kid wear a mask to school, they're calling COS on you.
The county that is above hers set a law that if you don't send your kid to school in a mask, that they're going to call something on you. I think, did she say CPS?
What? Yep. Yeah, I'm not even bullshitting. Oh my God. Yeah. You cannot sound like what you're talking about. First of all, the last thing I need to be on is CYS's hit list. You know what I mean? You want me to be the spokesperson? Don't call me. I can't go to a board meeting. I'm too high strung. Justin heard me yell at.
Okay, so she's saying she doesn't, the last thing she needs to be is a spokesperson for that. She doesn't need to be on any hit list, and she's too high strung to go to a board meeting. And Justin heard her.
I basically cussed out a judge in his court.
Basically, cuss out a judge in his court.
Oh my God! I was right there, sitting right. Oh my God!
And Justin said, I was right there. I was sitting right beside her.
I couldn't believe I didn't get arrested.
She said, I can't believe I didn't get arrested.
They weren't very intelligent, though, there, Michelle, if you recall. Well, I do recall that. But I'm just saying, I mean, we were in open court. We were in open motions court, and I pretty much cussed out the judge. The only thing...
We were in open motions court, and I pretty much cussed out the judge.
I didn't directly say was fuck you.
And the only thing that I didn't directly say was F you.
Yeah. She could have been contempt, and in most courts probably would have been. Right. It was that, and I mean, I didn't just do like a 5-minute thing. I was up there for a good 25 minutes. Oh my gosh. I was talking. So, I need everybody to decide what they're willing to do or what they can do and let me know. Will do. She said where? She don't even know what the fuck's going on. Who? Vivian.
Okay, so Michelle must be talking to Vivian like through text or messaging or something, because she just asked me where. She doesn't even know what the F is going on. And the other lady said who, and Michelle said Vivian.
Oh, God. But I need to know tonight.
But I need to know tonight because...
I need to know who to assign these cases to, these new cases to. And just, I'll be in there, if you're going to do a case, one of these new cases, I'll be in there. Actually, one of them's an Ohio case. Well, he's actually missing from, he went to, where did he go to Arizona for rehab? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. But
it's an Ohio case, but he went to Arizona for rehab, but he's from Ohio.
From Ohio. He's originally from Ohio. But he only went to Arizona to go to rehab. For rehab. Wow. Right. Went to Phoenix. Yeah, went to Phoenix for rehab. There's another one that's supposedly seen usually hangs out around the south side of Tucson, I believe, is the other case you're referring to for the two guys. One was from Ohio that was getting rehab. And the other one's a missing teen that supposedly hangs around the south side of Tucson.
A missing teen, not a missing team. But other than that, the caption was right on.
Well, he's missing from... Or is that the one that's also from Ohio? No. Because there's two are being talked about. Right, but the teenager is actually, there's two of them missing. There's a boy and a girl, correct? Well, I know we only have one intake. Yes, sorry to interrupt, but yes, they are a girl and a boy, yeah. So both teams are missing together.
Okay, and this is why I'm using both of the captioning, because the live captioning got that one correct, where the bottom closed captioning did not. So the lady spoke up and said that there is two teens that are missing, a boy and a girl. So yeah, the top one caught it, the bottom one didn't.
Yes, but we only have the intake on the boy, but we still need as much information as we can get from the girl, so we can find the boy. But
we still need as much information about the girl so that we can find the boy.
I don't even know how I knew that place. We haven't even done interviews. Vivian, I don't even know if Vivian's done with the flyers. I've been trying to catch up on my PI class all day.
She doesn't even know if Vivian has done the flyers. She's been trying to catch up on her PI classes all day.
And I really didn't get very far because I was talking to Cam all day. Right.
Cam, not Camel, the bottom one, the closed captioning got it right. She was talking to Cam all day. Cam from Cracking Cases channel.
And Dawn just kept calling me, and I don't know.
And Dawn, not Dawn. The captioning put it like it was a female Dawn. It's Dawn. Dawn Wells is who she's talking about, which you'll hear.
Dawn, the one we used to have. What, Vivian? Dawn, the one that was with us here a few months ago. I'm talking.
She said Dawn B, the one that was here with us a few months ago. And then Michelle says, I'm talking.
Oh, Mr. Wells, Summer's dad. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not drunk lady. I haven't talked to her. Okay. If I talked to her, I'd probably be drunk with her right now, to be honest with you.
I don't know who they're talking about. They just said, she just said Vivian. So Vivian must have joined in the call because she said, what, Vivian? And she said, Dawn B. I thought she was talking about Dawn Buchanan there for a second. But now she's saying, no, not her. I haven't talked to her. If I did, I would probably be drunk right along with her. So I have no idea who they're talking about right now.
And I said, oh my God, Dawn? Catherine, you totally missed that. I mean, does anybody want to do an impersonation of Dawn?
She said, Catherine, you totally missed that. Does anybody want to do an impersonation of Dawn? Okay, but now I don't know if they're talking about Dawn Wells or if they're talking about this drunk lady that may be named Dawn. I'm not for sure. At first, I thought they were talking about Dawn Wells when she said, does anybody want to do an impersonation of Dawn? So we'll keep going here.
Oh my God. Mary, I think you could do it pretty good.
Mary, I think you can do it pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lake on the right. I'm imitating Dawn. There's a lake on the left, and there's a lake right, and there's some trees right there.
Okay, that was her imitation of Dawn. I don't know who, but that was her imitation. And Michelle said it was bad.
It was bad, Catherine. You're just be glad you weren't here then. Oh my God. Oh, it was terrible. And then she was like, she kept harassing us. And she, like, for some reason, somehow she got into a chat where I had thought that I had restarted all the threads, but I didn't.
Somehow she had gotten into a chat. I thought that I had restarted all of the threads, but somehow I didn't.
And so she was in one of the original chat threads for Caitlin Akins.
So she was in one of the original chat threads for Caitlin Akins? Is that what she said?
I had thought that I had restarted all the threads, but I didn't. And so she was in one of the original chat threads for Caitlin Akins.
Yeah, Caitlin Akins.
And she wouldn't leave the chat thread.
And she wouldn't leave the chat thread. So obviously they're talking about another one of them. Okay, like another one of their coworker people.
4 days, and she was solid drunk for 4 days.
It lasted for 4 days, and she was solid drunk for 4 days.
And she kept saying, but I just want to talk to my friend. She wanted to talk to me.
And she just kept saying, I just want to talk to my friend. She wanted to talk to me.
And she won't talk to me. And I was like, I'll talk to you when you leave the chat. Like, you're...
And I said, I'll talk to you when you leave this chat. Like, you're...
Everybody's in the chat, and we moved the whole chat to another thread.
Everybody's in the chat, and we moved the whole chat to another thread.
And she would not leave the chat.
And she would not leave the chat.
For 4 days, she was drunk. She had Justin
For 4 days, she was drunk. She had Justin
on the phone for like 2 of those days.
on the phone for like 2 of those days.
And I couldn't get her out of the fucking chat.
And I couldn't get her out of the effing chat.
Finally, I convinced her that I would call her after she left, and I never fucking called her because
Finally, I convinced her that I would call her after she got out of the chat, but I never effing called her because
you're a fucking lunatic.
You're an effing lunatic.
And she was like, but, I love you, and, I mean, it was bad.
But she was like, I love you, and it was bad.
It was horrible. It was worse than bad.
It was horrible. It was more than bad.
She really got on my last nerve.
She really got on my last nerve.
Vivian snapped out on her or something.
Vivian snapped out on her or something.
What did you do? So she said you threatened her, remember?
What did you do? She said you threatened her, remember?
Yeah, I didn't threaten her. But I wanted to. I would.
Yeah, I didn't threaten her, but I wanted to. I
would have, and I would have jumped on her ass and kicked it if I could have got a hold of her.
I would have jumped on it and I would have kicked her ass if I could have got a hold of her.
I really believe I could have.
I really believe I could have. Okay, so. Sorry, I want you to hear everything that they're saying right now. It's not relevant to Summer's case, but it's getting back there, I promise. And we're almost done.
Vivian, we need people to start sharing the flyers more. Vivian's going to end up in Facebook jail. Yeah,
we need people to start sharing the flyers more. Vivian's going to end up in Facebook jail.
We need to have share. Jesus Christ!
We need to have share. And then she said, oops. I'll let her say it, and I'm gonna try to repeat what she says exactly.
Whatever. I called Candace share the other day.
I called Candace share the other day.
She would have punched me in the face.
If I would have been there, she probably would have punched me in the face.
She goes, what the fuck did you just say?
She goes, what the fuck did you just say? Now remember, according to Cher, Candace does not like Cher at all, okay? So that is like, to Candace, a horrible insult to be called Cher. And Michelle accidentally called Candace Cher.
I go, I'm so sorry. Dawn's cracking the fuck up.
Michelle said, I'm so sorry. Dawn's cracking the fuck up.
I'm laughing because I was so embarrassed.
I'm laughing because I was so embarrassed.
Called her Cher.
That I called her Cher, and then...
As soon as I said it, I was like, I could just, like, she was in the background talking on her phone.
As soon as I said it, I was like, she was in the background talking on her phone.
And I was like, all right, bye, Cher. And I could, like...
And I was talking to Dawn, and I was like, bye, Cher. And I could just...
hear her head spin around.
Hear her head spin around. Okay, this is how... Like, this shows you how much Candace despises Cher. Okay, why? I have no idea. I'm sure Cher has her own ideas of why. But, and it's not because, which I've heard this, and I don't think that this is true. It's not because Cher and Dawn talk on a regular or they were talking on a regular basis. I don't think that that's what it is. I don't think that Candace is insecure that Cher is trying to steal Dawn from her. Okay, which I do believe that Cher could have had Dawn, but that's a whole different video. So I'm not going to go there right now. Maybe I'll do that in a live stream. Not right now. Okay, but anyway, I'm sure that Cher can give us her perception on why she thinks that Candace despises her. And I don't mean like just dislikes her or hates her. Like, hate is a very strong word, but I think that Candus is beyond hate. I think she despises Cher. Okay.
Oh my God. It was bad. I called Catherine. I was like, bad. You're never going to guess what I just did. I just called Candace Cher.
So she said she called somebody and said, "You're never going to believe what I just did. I just called Candus Cher."
Oh I was like, we talked to too many people. I can't keep this shit straight anymore.
I was like, we talked to too many people. I can't keep this shit straight anymore.
You need to start writing everything down in the notepad. Say, this belongs to this person. Yeah, good luck with that. I'd have to carry a notepad around with me 24/7.
Hey, what's wrong with that? I'm not even an advocate of anything. I'm just a YouTube creator, and I have, I would say probably 12 full-size spiral-bound notebooks sitting right here beside me, and 3 6x9 spiral-bound notebooks. The 12 are 8.5 by 11, regular notebook size, and then the 3 are a little bit smaller. And then I even have a bullet journal too, and it's all YouTube stuff. It's all true crime stuff. This one, the notebook that I'm working in right now, that has the majority of my stuff in it that's related to just true crime, is almost completely filled with just Summer Wells stuff. Just over the last 2 weeks. I just started this notebook and it's already almost full. It's so crazy how every single day there's something new. Yesterday, I was talking about going live to talk about the phone call that was recorded between Mary and Don Wells that Chris played, which I'm still going to do that. I'm going to do a card pull as we listen to that phone call. Okay. But then we have this. I mean, it's like every single day there's something new. 3 days ago, it was the phone call that Candus made to Mary. Then the next day, it's the phone call that Mary made to Don. Today, it's the phone call that didn't mean to get recorded, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this phone call came about, but here we are listening to it. Every single day, it's something new. If you don't listen and watch YouTube every single day, you're going to be behind, and it's going to suck trying to catch up. And that's crazy. That's what I mean. Time is so valuable. We are so invested in this case, and it's worse than a soap opera, because a soap opera, you can watch it once a week and be caught up on pretty much what's going on. This is worse than that. You can't just watch once a week and be caught up. There's no way. Not with everything that's going on in the case. And I believe that all of this stuff is very relevant because this tells us about Summer's life. Like I said, these are the 2 people, the people that they're talking about are the 2 people that Summer lived with on a daily basis behind closed doors. We are learning who Don and Candus are behind closed doors. That's where Summer was. Summer wasn't on TV with these people 24/7. Her life wasn't white picket fences in church all day long. Are you kidding me? We're about to learn even more about who Summer lived with. So I hope that you're still here with me. I hope that you haven't clicked off yet. I know we're over an hour into this, but we're almost done. We have 6 more minutes left of this recording. And I'm telling you, right at the very end, I know that there's a huge snippet that I'm going to call out, but we're about to hear one here right now too. So let's keep going.
I have notes on envelopes, lottery tickets, there's shit everywhere.
She said she has notes on envelopes and lottery tickets. There's shit everywhere. Now, see, I cheated. When I went back to school shopping with the kids, I bought 2 packets of Post-it notes. One packet was 3 different colors of Post-its that are 4x4, I think. 4 inches by 4 inches square, and 3 different colors. And then I also bought a pack of lined Post-its that I think that they're 4x6. so I can put those into my notebook, because I go through and write down a bunch of shit, and then I find out something that's relevant to what I wrote, like right in the middle of the page, and there's no room for me to put the note next to it. I don't have margins on the side, because the notebooks that I use, if you've seen my reading notes, that's the type of notebook that I use. So it's dot grid pages. They're not lined pages. So I write very small in between the dot grid on the paper. So I don't have margins along the side. So I got those Post-its, and man, those have saved me so much headache. I love them. Best system ever. Now I just need to get little tabs to put on the pages. I have paper clips. I even have Tim Holtz makes these little mixed media, like tiny paper clips that you're supposed to use in projects and journals and stuff. And I'm using those in my regular size notebooks, and I love them. But I need little tabs to stick out on each page, so I can document like what is on that page, so I can easily go back to that notebook, know exactly what's in it, flip right to the page that I'm looking for. That's my next goal. But that requires me to dig out my other like 8 notebooks that I've already filled and put away from since I started my channel back in January. Okay, so I'm a paper and pen kind of girl. I don't do things online. I have so many notebooks. Okay, sorry. There's my babble session. That was all about me. I'm sorry. That's not why you're here. Let's get back to this mess. What system do you use? Do you document everything like I do? If you do, tell me what system you use. Computer, paper. How do you do it on paper? I'm very curious. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry.
Oh my God! Jay said they took me out of the chat. Yeah, about the Post-it note everywhere. What'd you say, Mary? I said Jay said they took me out of the chat. They took me out of the chat. I don't know why. I said I told them to. You don't need to be. I said you don't need to be knowing all this stuff with your clearance and everything.
Okay, that right there, I'm not for sure what she's saying. Jay said they took me out of the chat, and Mary said I told him to. You don't need to be knowing all this stuff because your clairsense and everything is what it sounded like she said. She didn't say hilarious, I know that. But it sounded like she said because your clairsense. But I don't know who they're talking about, Jay. I have no idea who that is. It's probably another coworker, maybe.
He's better off, trust me. Right. Megan's going to be having a baby. She's focusing on that shit right now. She's good. She don't know what she's doing. To have a baby. My boss just texted me and said, I want you to know that. What'd you say? Sorry. I was going to say, my 9th grandson and 2 granddaughters. My boss just texted me and said, I just want you to know that on the week, what the fuck is this? On the week of September 20th is when we will most likely be changing our hours from 6:30 to 10:30 with swim team basketball and swim lessons, but we cannot clean until that with all the people running. It might go to 7 to 11. I'll have to talk to Mike, but I would like to give you a heads up. Oh my God. No.
Okay, so now she's talking about more of her personal life. Okay, so caption caught most of it. I'm going to leave it at that.
7 to 11, I will have to resign. Well, yesterday she gave me on Monday at like 11:30 at night. She gave me yesterday off. Okay. Because we were supposed to get a bad storm, and she was nervous about me driving that whole way in my car. And, and she was nervous about it. And I was like, whatever. I was like, fine, whatever, I don't care. So then she texted me at like 4:30 yesterday and was like, "Sick, I need you to go in." And I was like, "Well, I can't go in. You already gave me today off. Like, I'm not just sitting around here with my foot up my ass. I had that freaking thing. I had to keep Ben on the phone with me to make sure he didn't get drunk or fall asleep so that I could do the phone call with him at 9 o'clock. I tried to do it at 6.
Okay, this part right here is pertinent. Okay, that's why I went ahead and let it play all the way through. She said her boss tried to call her in, and she told her no, she couldn't do that. She doesn't just sit around all day with her foot up her ass when she's off work. Okay, so I'm going to go back because we need to hear this part right here. She's talking about Don Wells.
To keep Ben on the phone with I can't go in. You already gave me today off. Like, I'm not just sitting around here with my foot up my ass. I had that freaking thing. I had to keep Ben on the phone with me.
I had to keep Don on the phone with me.
Make sure he didn't get drunk.
To make sure he didn't get drunk.
Or fall asleep.
Or fall asleep.
So that I could do the phone call with him at 9 o'clock.
So I could do the phone call with him at 9 o'clock. I tried
to do it at 6 or 7, and he wouldn't do it until 9.
I tried to do it at 6 or 7, and he wouldn't do it until 9.
9, and then, he just wouldn't do it until like 9, and I was scared he was going to get drunk.
He wouldn't do it until 9, and I was scared he was going to get drunk.
And I didn't want him on the phone drunk, so I had to keep calling him like every 15 minutes.
And I didn't want him to get drunk, so I had to keep calling him like every 15 minutes.
And making up shit reasons why I was calling him so I could make sure he was sober. Right.
So whatever phone call they had at 9 o'clock, she had to keep calling Dawn every 15 minutes, making shit up to make sure that he was still sober. I don't know how that stopped him from getting drunk or inebriated on something. But those are her words right there, okay? We're almost done here.
Oh, yeah. Southern people can be drunk and not really even sound drunk, you know that? Yeah.
She said something about, oh, it's weird how some people can be drunk but not even sound drunk.
Listen, I don't even know how they ended up doing that call the other day when they called his sister, because we had just talked to them, and
Okay, this part right here. Oh my goodness, turn the volume up. Listen. Listen, listen, listen. Here we go. I'm going to try to break it down for you.
Listen, I don't even know how they ended up doing that call
Listen, I don't even know how they ended up doing that call the other night.
The other day when they called his sister.
Or the other day when they ended up calling his sister.
Because we had just talked to them.
And
I sat down, we hung up, and
I sat down, we hung up, and then they
were drinking when we talked to them.
They were drinking when we talked to them.
But, but for them to get drunk enough to make...
But, for them to get drunk enough to make...
That call? With his sister they called me...
With his sister they called me at... Are you listening? Are you listening? Put hashtag SS Squad in the comment section if you are hearing this part right here. Hashtag SS Squad. Hashtag SS Squad in the comments if you are hearing this part right here. This is about to blow your socks off, okay? This is absolute proof about that phone call. Okay, here we go.
12:30, and they were cracking the fuck up. They were so proud.
They called me at 12:30 and they were cracking the fuck up. They were so...
I said, with his sister, they called me at 12:30 and they were cracking the fuck up. They were so proud of themselves. I said,
They were so proud of themselves. They were cracking the fuck up. They were so proud of themselves.
I just left the kids home alone, and they got into my liquor cabinet. They were...
I said I felt like I had left the kids at home alone, and they had gotten into the liquor cabinet. They were so...
smashed when they called me back.
Smashed when they called me back.
And they were just so proud of themselves,
and they were just so proud of themselves. And then
asking me, what can we call them back and say next? I was like,
they were asking me, what can we call them back and say next? They weren't done with the prank. That wasn't good enough. A 20-minute phone call of Candus earning an Academy Award for crying her eyes out, it supposedly is what everybody thought. I didn't fall for that bullshit. I knew that was fake fucking crying as soon as I heard it. And I'm sorry, this pisses me off so fucking bad every time I talk about it. Because what they did to Summer's case is bullshit. What they did to Mary is bullshit. What they did to Don's entire stepfamily is bullshit. What they did to Don's dad is bullshit. What they did to all of us is bullshit.
I'm not getting involved in this shit. You fucking people are crazy.
She said, I'm not getting involved in this bullshit. You fucking people are crazy.
You're calling the person that's, getting you arrested for sexual abuse. She filed charges on you for sexual abuse.
You're calling the person that's getting you arrested for SA. She's getting you arrested for SA.
And you want me to give you a statement that you can say to her? You just told her that, first they said that the freaking mafia came and got them or whatever, the Mexican mafia, and then they told her that the cops were beating them up.
Okay, so captioning got it pretty much right there. Then they told them the cops were beating them up, not told us.
On the same phone call, and they said that it was for $80,000, and then they said it was for freaking charging the Capitol building in fucking January, and I'm like...
They said it was for $80,000, and then they said it was for charging the Capitol building in January. Okay, now when it sounded like she said storming the Capitol, when Candus said that, and we thought she said storming the Capitol, that's all I know. It was right after Mary said, is your mom coming back? Okay, I think that Candus said selling the camper. That's all I know. Not storming the Capitol. But I'm not 100% sure. And I'm still trying to review that part. I'm actually going through and adding my own captioning to that entire phone call. So I recorded it and I transcribed it. And so I'm putting the captions on that entire phone call. And you do not understand how much was said in that 20 minutes. My editing program doesn't even want to add that many words onto the screen. So I'm having to figure it out to where the words are popping up at the same time that Mary and Candus are talking. So I'm going to try to get that video up soon. I'm also working on Briasia Terrell's video. And I have one other video that I'm working on right now also, other than this one that I'm making for you right now. Okay, so I have 4 videos that I'm working very, very hard on. I mean, right now it's like 7:37 a.m. and I've been up since 2 a.m. and I slept for 2 hours. Okay, so that's what I mean. Time is valuable. Okay, time is so valuable. But I've been staying up at night after my family goes to bed so that I can donate my time to this case. I can't do it during the day on the weekends when my family's all at home. During the week it's different when everybody's at work or at school. But on the weekend, and this is a holiday weekend, so, family time is important. So, Monday, I will probably sleep, or not Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, I will probably sleep all day long while everybody's at work and at school on Tuesday because I'm not going to get very much sleep this weekend because I have to stay up at night to be able to learn everything that's happened in Summer's case and stay up during the day so I can spend quality time with my family that I will never get back. That's quality time that I want to make time for in my life. That is my priority. So that's why I do Summer's case at night and I just don't sleep as much, which I only sleep 4 to 6 hours a night anyway. So sleeping 2 hours instead of 4 or 6, it's not a huge deal, but I will have to catch up eventually. I need a good 6 hours solid sleep on Tuesday, and I'll be good. I'll be back on track. Okay, again, enough babble from me. Let's get back to it. Sorry.
You guys don't make sense. What they taking the fucking Boston? They better be careful accusing the Capitol building in fucking January. And I'm like, you guys don't make sense. What they taking the fucking Boston?
She says, I can't make that out. That's why I went back. Something about, why would you say that they're taking him to F in Boston?
They better be careful accusing the Mexican mafia because they will kill him.
They better be careful accusing the Mexican mafia of something because they will kill him.
Well, I hope nobody kills him because I want to know where Summer is, and if Dawn's dead, I don't think we're going to find out.
That part right there is what I was talking about right before the end of the call. This is the last thing that she says, and I think this is the biggest thing that she says. Listen again.
Well, I hope nobody kills him because I want to know where Summer is, and if Dawn's dead, I don't think we're going to find out.
She says, I have bigger problems because I want to know where Summer is. And I think if Dawn's dead, we'll never find out. Let's go back one more time and we'll slow it back down to 0.75 and we're going to hit play again.
Well, I hope nobody kills him because I want to know where Summer is, and if Dawn's dead, I don't think we're going to find out.
I want to know where Summer is, and I think if Dawn's dead, I don't think we're going to find out. I mean, these are the people that have been talking to Don and Candus from almost day one. These are the people, I mean, this is the person that Don and Candus called after their prank to Mary and laughed about it and thought that it was so funny, and they confided in her about the prank. They haven't done that to anybody else that we've heard of, have they? So this is a person that knows Don and Candus, that knows a lot about Don and Candus. And she just said she wants to know where Summer is. And if Don is dead, she doesn't think that we will be able to find Summer. And remember earlier on in the phone call, she said, I'm not saying that he's not guilty. I mean, this takes me back to June 20th and my very first reading that I ever did for Summer. Don and Candus know what's going on with Summer. They know where Summer is. alive or deceased. I know that some people now think that she might still be alive because they think that this might be a hoax and for attention or whatever. And here's my opinion on that, because I've had some people email me and I've had people ask me in my comment section. I think Don and Candus are dumb. Okay, I think that they are ignorant because of the shit that they have done, the prank phone call, stuff like that. Okay, I'm not talking about their education level. That's not what I mean. I think they make dumb choices. Okay. But I don't think that they're dumb enough to make that type of choice where they're going to call law enforcement and lie and say that their daughter is vanished and then watch all of the searchers go through all the stuff that they're doing. Law enforcement wasting all of those funds. The whole world is up in a frenzy right now. I don't think that they would do that for a hoax. I do think that they would do that if they're trying to protect themselves. We are dealing with at least one narcissist. And again, like I said in my live stream, I believe that Don is a psychopath, narcissistic person. And I'm not a medical physician in any way, shape, or form, so I cannot diagnose. That's just my opinion. I think that he is selfish. I think that he wants everything to be all about him. This is supposed to, if this was any one of us, that our 5-year-old child was missing, we would not be talking about, well, we'll see him in the resurrection. Only Don Wells would say something that ignorant, in my opinion, allegedly. But this person right here, this Michelle lady, knows Don and Candus better than any of us. And those words just came out of her mouth, that if Don is dead, she doesn't think we'll find Summer. That just validated every single one of my thoughts that I think I've had since day one in this case. Allegedly, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to play out the rest of the call, but that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to play it just to make sure.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well, the other people are agreeing with her. Right. And then somebody else says yeah. And then somebody else says yeah.
Alright, if nobody has anything else to add, I'm supposed to do something at 8:10 and I'll say 32. So, please let me know tonight before midnight what you're willing to do. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, bye guys. Bye.
Okay, so and there you go. That's the end of the call. So now, hopefully, that will help, because I know that that was very, very hard to understand. I mean, we have 137 comments on the last video when I got on here like 2 hours ago. So I'm sure that there's more comments on here, over 1,200 views. I'm sure that there's more since then. So I'm sure that you guys all have questions about what was being said. I know it was really hard for people to hear. If you're hearing impaired in any way, shape, or form, and you use hearing devices, I swear I can talk. I'm sure that that was very hard. Like hearing aids, I know that they don't do well with audio like this, so I do apologize for that. Closed captioning only showed parts of what they said. So hopefully this is better. I don't know how well it's going to work, because I did play the audio and then I did pause it and I didn't talk over it. So hopefully you'll be able to maybe turn the volume up or turn it down enough that you can still hear me, and that audio is not messing with your devices that you're using. I just want everybody to be able to hear what was said during this call. I wouldn't have put this call on my channel if I didn't think that it was relevant to Summer's case. I 1000% believe that this call is relevant to Summer's case. for all the reasons that I've already given you throughout this entire video. So again, if you're still here, hashtag SS Squad, which stands for Spirit Seeker Squad, in the comment section so that I know that you heard all the way till the end. Because that ending right there, and then after you hashtag SS Squad, I want you to tell me what you think about what Michelle said about if Dawn is dead, we may never find Summer. That tells me that Dawn needs to speak. Dawn needs to get impaired enough to get himself incarcerated, to find Summer, to bring Summer home, and go from there. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. If you wait till the end of the video, this is your friendly reminder. Hit a thumb. I don't care which one it is. Just hit a thumb for me, please. And leave me a comment. Let me know. Tell me your thoughts about all of this. This is a lot to take in. Process it. Leave me 12 comments. I don't care. I want to hear what you think about this entire phone call. Everything that you heard. What do you think now? And there was a lot of talk throughout this entire phone call. A lot of talk. So I look forward to reading your comments. And till next time, I love you bunches. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and ring my bell if you enjoy this type of content. Leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions that you have. I do read all comments. I need your help to fit the puzzle pieces together that we learned in this video. No bad vibes here, please. No drama. My channel is a safe place for all of you. Leave your thoughts about this puzzle below in the comments so that we can figure this out together. We discuss true crime and paranormal here. I'm bringing true crime stories and missing person cases to the spirits. I'm getting the spirits to help us find answers and hopefully solve questions we all have. So again, make sure that you're subscribed and ring my bell so that you don't miss my next video. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or the thumbs down if you didn't. Share this video out on all of your social media so that we can spread the word about this case. And don't forget to read the description box. There's a lot of great info, including the link to the Spirit Seeker Squad Facebook group and so much more. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.